Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. I'm making sure I shut off all the background noise, the fan noise. Yes, and please don't forget if you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. If you would like a reading, the link to my website is below the video, or please feel free to call me on my YouTube number. Married Peg. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Me, I'm from Chicago area. When does this nightmare of intimidation and invasion by ICE end? When do they go home? I thought in the I thought in the Mexican neighborhood for 36 years. Heartbreaking. Oh yes, I believe me. I don't. I think most people, most Americans, are saddened by what we are watching. Unfortunately, I feel it's going to take a little while because I don't know. Well, I wanted to mention it today, so this fits that question. Those questions fit well with what I wanted. Something I wanted to mention. The clip of Stephen Miller when he was on CNN. That's you guys. Hi, this is Milo. CNN. Yes. I can hear myself. So, do we have any problems? Somebody just called me. Nope. Oh, volume is a little low. Thank you. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it right now. Thank you for letting me know. And please do that all the time whenever you don't, if you don't hear. Okay, yes. Thank you. I would have missed it because I could hear my voice from the phone. I'm sure you guys heard it too. But yeah, thank you for telling me that. Having said that, can you hear me better now? I just want to make sure because I don't know. It seems like okay, great, thank you. It seems like because day after tomorrow, I believe, Microsoft is going to stop supporting Windows 10. Serena, I will answer. Karina, Karen A, I will answer your question in a little while. Yes, Microsoft is about to stop supporting Windows 10. And I've been using Windows 11 for a while now. I have both, but I'm not going to throw out my old computers. I can tell you that. So it seems like they are doing a lot of updates. And this morning I was working and doing a couple of other things, so I forgot to check before I came on if they made changes. So it's because they have the ability today to do updates you won't even know. And I feel that's what's happening. If it's something major, I guess you would know because it would restart your system. But they can make changes to the operating system and on the background. You don't know. So that's what keeps messing up with my volume. Having said that, I don't know how many of you saw that clip of Stephen Miller when he was on CNN the other day. And I don't think it was a mistake when he froze after the statement was, I know when he said, oh, okay, according to Miller, Trump's presidency is a plenary authority under Title 10 of the U.S. Code. That's what he said, and then he froze. Everyone is saying he made a mistake. Intuitively, I don't think so. I feel they drudge Miller out to let us know what Trump's intentions are and basically how he views himself as president of this country. He should be, and also, as we know, the Supreme Court gave him immunity. He can do anything and everything he wants. He won't be prosecuted except for, I don't know exactly how someone can go after him, but there are ways. I'm not an expert. I know there are ways, but I don't remember what they said, ways people can go after him. There are certain things he can't do. He will not be covered by immunity. But anyway, It's baloney. The notion that he froze because he felt he said too much. Miller is smarter than that. He could have changed the conversation or do something. He does it all the time. Okay? They put him out there to tell us what Trump is going to do next, and then Trump stated that same day, after a couple of hours after Miller, he was in the Oval Office speaking. He was thinking of declaring the Insurrection Act. My friends, and if you watch the way these people are behaving, they think Trump is going to be president forever, and they're going to be in power forever. If you look at Bondi yesterday, Bondi, I have it here. So I might as well say it now. I mean, she thought she was, and to me, I don't know. I mean, the makeup is on thick, you know. But it seemed like she was behaving as a princess, as if she was in one of those modeling beauty contests. That's what it felt like to me, the way I was looking at her yesterday. And she came across, to me, as a big dummy. Okay? But Miller was basically telling us Trump's intentions. He's trying to trigger people in Chicago. He's not going to get out anytime soon. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to be honest. Try to let it go. Okay, that's what I try to do. I'm not being very successful at it because every time I hear something, you know, I can see the next step he's going to take. It bothers me, but I try to let it go. But married, Peg, try to let it go. This is going to last at least a few months until it works its way through the courts and other things that can be done to stop him. But it's going to take a lot of work to stop Trump because this is his new toy right now to make the lives of people in blue states a nightmare. Okay? But I can promise all of you this. Everything they are doing today will have consequences later. They will all pay. And somebody said that yesterday. I have been saying this for a while, okay? The vice chairman of the committee, the senatorial committee that was having the hearing with Bondi yesterday, I don't remember his name. If I'm not mistaken, he's probably from Chicago too. Either Chicago or Oregon, okay? He is the one who told Bondi, and the bell went ding, 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 ding in my head when he said, "You may not want to answer today, but someday you will have to answer." He meant what he said. And these people don't remember. They seem to forget or ignore. Only Trump has immunity. They don't. But you know, it's the Haitian thing. I'm sorry, I'm putting in the Haitian thing, but what I should say is, it's when, you know, you feel comfortable, you forget. You feel comfortable, you can abuse things, you know. These people forget that this is America. Things, whether you like it or not, it's going to change. It's not going to stay forever. There is no way Trump can seize power and stay there. There are too many moving parts. And I told you guys, people in the House, the Republican representatives, it was going to break under Trump, right? Let me read something that was posted. I made the prediction. I don't remember exactly how long ago, but remember I told you. Hold on a second. Okay. Swalwell said that, okay? He said, "I have spoken to a lot of House Republicans this week, and they've confined that Trump's movement and support is fading." He added, "As one told me, this Epstein bomb is about to drop, and no no one, okay, they said, the way it says, and no one what they mean is no one wants to defend a pedo protector. Oh, God. It's just a matter of time. That was said by Swalwell. Swalwell is no flake. Okay? If he says something like that, and he's not the only one who's talking to his Republican colleagues, intuitively I feel what I predicted is about to happen. The Epstein file, and even Mike, I would not be surprised what happened before with previous speakers. I forget the name of the other two. Well, Paul Ryan was one, and the one that followed Paul Ryan, I forget his name. He just walked away one day. I forget his name, but Mike Johnson is going to suffer a similar defeat. They're going to lose confidence in him because he's a Trump puppet. Republicans in the House, they are aware of it. Okay? So, my friends, hang in there. That's one other possibility. I'm not putting, too much hope on that. Okay? But I predicted it. I feel that's one way that will cut the Trump presidency very short. And you'll be surprised. Once they impeach him this time, they will convict him. That's my prediction. So, Mary Page, hang in there. Peg, I'm sorry. Hang in there. Though I don't see, I'm getting 3. I don't think it's 3 weeks. Between 3 weeks to 3 months, some of those National Guard people will go home because they're not happy. Those people are working folks. They have families. They have bills to pay. And you grab them and you send them, Abad, okay? They're from Texas. And, my friend, I'll tell you, it bothers me to no end because I'm an immigrant as well, okay? A long time ago, maybe a couple of years after I was in this, after I came here, thank God I had my green card. But those guys were not like what's happening today. They so it was 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I was sleeping in the living room. I was sharing an apartment. Okay, I was homeless. I'm going to be honest with you. My last month in high school, until I found a job, I was basically homeless. Okay, because I worked my way through college and my last year of high school. So one of the teachers, she was from Haiti as well. He let me sleep in the living room until I found a place to stay. And around 5 o'clock in the morning, we heard a knock on the door. So his wife came, and I don't know how but she's the one who walked through the living room. I was like the son, really, because I was in high school. He was a teacher there. His wife was a nurse. Well, she's still alive. She's retired now. But anyway, it was, at that time, they called, it wasn't ICE, it was INS, Immigration and Naturalization Services. I had my green card. Thank God. But they didn't have their green cards. They got deported. So I've been at the receiving end of this. But those guys, they humiliated us. I felt so humiliated at the time, but it wasn't like today. They didn't they didn't barge in with guns and military. They were wearing civilian clothes, okay? But yes, I can sympathize with this. Maybe that's why, without thinking, that's what makes me, whenever I see, how they treat one of those, immigrants, it bothers me. So hang in there, only one married pig, okay? Having said that, there are elections being held in New Jersey and in West Virginia. A couple of people have asked me. I believe I've mentioned it before. The past couple of weeks I've heard, I think Newsweek have posted, well, this is gonna, the polls are down and whatever the name of that lady, I'm not talking about the Democrat, I'm talking about the Republican lady. I don't remember her name. That she's close or something like that. And to the way I feel, the Democrats, if they don't sweep, I would be shocked. Okay? And the same thing in Jersey. Mickey, Cheryl, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, but I believe that's her name. She's going to win. I don't remember the name of the Republican challenger, but Trump is supporting him. Of course, not gonna make it. And the way Trump are doing things today, Trump doesn't build. He doesn't know how to add. All he does is subtract. I don't see how the New Jersey situation, just like West Virginia. West Virginia. Okay. I'm not concerned about neither one of those places. Let's see what happens. But I'm not concerned. I better not say much else, but Democrats will win. That's my prediction in both states. Having said that, as I was talking about Bondi yesterday, the way she went and disrespected those senators, what Trump is trying to do, again, it's a lack of understanding, okay? He thinks bullying people, he's going to, make you submit to him. No. You create more enemies, bad energy, and it's going to catch up at some point. It's a matter of time. Bondi doing this yesterday, she did not help herself. And, I think there is a health issue with her she's trying to manage and keep under wrap. I can confuse time. If she doesn't have it right now, it's something that's coming. Okay. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, we were talking about Norm. She's looking like this. Okay. Bondi is losing or has lost weight, if you ask me. And her attitude yesterday, I know that's what the way Trump wants them to behave. And like I have told you guys, January of 2024 or February 2024, I said those types of people like Trump, Papadok, Saddam Hussein, and Putin, and others, they surround themselves with unqualified people because they give them direction, and that's exactly what Bondi and others around Trump are doing. They are executing and behaving the way he wants them to behave. But you see, this is not Haiti. This is America. Things don't remain static. Things change. And you may find yourself in very bad positions. And I feel that's what's coming. And I'm hoping the energy that I'm reading from people. And let me tell you this. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I was going to make a prediction, but I just remember I heard people talking about it already. My guy is on Bundy's case. I guess that's why she is doing everything she can, knowing that Trump wants her to disrespect Democrats. But she's just shooting herself in the foot. What she was doing, she thinks Trump is happy. You're disrespecting people he doesn't like. I've said this before. I don't know what Trump is doing But if he survives long enough, that immunity that he got from the Supreme Court is not going to serve him. I'm not sure why. My friends, like I've said, I believe I've said this before. And Mary Page, hang on tight. Those who laugh first will laugh. Will you know? Those who laugh first will laugh last, or something like that. Okay, I can't remember the saying, but you guys know what I mean. Okay, this is gonna come back to haunt them, and Trump specifically. He's drunk on power, and people around him don't know how to guide him. They just let Trump be Trump, like I believe Lewandowski used to say that. But stay strong. This is not going to work. And I don't know if they have enough room in prison or how they're going to handle this. But he's ruining the lives of a tremendous number of people because they're listening to him and following or try to please him in order for them to keep their positions because they're not qualified. They would never be in those positions if it wasn't for him. And that's what the Makuts and among other people used to do in Haiti to please Papa Doc. But you know something, the same thing, I was going to say the only thing that we haven't done in this country is kill people, but it is happening behind the scenes. We don't know how many, unfortunately, they've started with immigrants. And we don't know how many died in custody. But they're killing people too here. In Haiti, they'll shoot you. In this country, they put you in jail. They put you in jail. And if you have any health issues or other things, it takes you out. Because from what I understand, according to reports, some immigrants who were ill while in prison waiting to be deported, they died. We don't know why. There's a Haitian lady who died somewhere in Florida. No, I've not heard what happened. No one knows. So they're killing people here too. That's what happens under dictatorship. So we are on an even keel. But I don't feel Americans are going to accept this. For now, a lot of them are hoping it doesn't touch me. It's not affecting me, so let it be. But dictators, they want more and more control. I don't know how many of you heard this morning that Trump wants to imprison Pritzker and the mayor of Chicago. That's the way to go. That's the way to do things. Just like last week, Putin killed the head of that Pravda, the magazine in Russia. He fell off a window. Oh, God. So now Trump's next project is to find a way to have Bondi investigate those guys and indict them. It's not going to work. But I'm just showing to you that they're going to overstep their bounds. They're going to do things, and the population is going to turn on them. It's a matter of time. There are a couple of things that are coming together. I simply, time-wise, I don't know which one is going to take this whole administration down. Okay? But we simply have to stay strong, keep ourselves healthy for when that day comes. We can rejoice because I don't see how it's going to last. I mean, like I said, I can confuse time. We know that. I thought Garland was going to prosecute Trump the first year. It didn't happen until the second year, and they had to push him. But, hang in there. Things will change. He thinks he has authority of the king. We are his subjects, and he can do anything he wants with us. I think he's wrong. He's making a big mistake. And the worst part, intuitively, I feel, he can't even fix it right now, even if he wanted to. Americans don't trust them. And did you guys hear about the poll? Again, one more data point. Somebody sent me a link to the latest poll, and his numbers are really cratering. Even from last week to this week, they keep dropping. And I told you that was going to drop. And that's why, besides the Epstein situation, those poll numbers dropping, okay, is making a Republican more anxious. And now they have an alibi to stand up to Trump. You're protecting, you're a predator of children. It's changing, my friends. But I told you about the poll number. I've told you about the poll number situation. It keeps dropping. In order for you to become a dictator, initially, people have to like you. The reason why Papa Doc was able to successfully become, Haiti and he had different things, okay? Machetes and guns, machetes are going to lose. The population in Haiti, they only had machetes. The military at that time had, all the guns. Here it's different. From what I understand, we are washed with guns, all types. Over 300, more guns than people. But in Haiti, the reason why Papa Doc successfully went from president to a dictator, he was a physician. And he used to go on the countryside and help sick people, poor people. So he did some good. People loved him. And of course, his sycophants would embellish. Even if he, let's say, for example, he saved, I'm just giving you an example, 5 people. He went into a town and, helped 5 sick people, which is good. They will tell you he helped 50 or 100. I'm just giving you guys an example. And Trump is doing the same thing here, okay, in some ways. But Trump is not popular. And he can do whatever he wants. This is not going to last because he's not popular. Papa Doc was popular at one point until he became president for life. And then he wanted more and started, I still remember that day when he had 3 young people executed. I've told you guys that story before. And he killed, even killed the people who helped him become president. That's how these people behave. But Trump doesn't have that here. He can, Cohen even said the way he treated Cohen when they had Cohen picked up and put back in prison for whatever, some book or something like that. And they put Cohen in isolation. So Cohen was saying how he was treated. I'm sure if he were to get into power in this country, if he were to live long enough and achieve, I don't think he's going to be able to do it, but become a full-blown dictatorship, he would do the same thing. Okay? I don't think it's going to happen. His poll numbers are dropping too fast. I predicted they were going to drop. Okay? It's not happening. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the way I'm feeling this right now, they are getting desperate. They are trying to manipulate us. Trump, Stephen Miller, and company. It's not only us that are scared. Okay? People in Congress and in the Senate as well. And what I read to you that Swalwell said, okay, Epstein is the cover for them to stand up to Trump. And MAGA he's not having any of it. The notion that Trump doesn't want to release the files. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen a couple of reports. There's a civil war within the MAGAs. So hang on, my friends. Don't lose hope. We will make it. And everyone who are abusing their power today, just like the vice chairman of that Senate committee said yesterday, he only said it to Bondi, but intuitively I feel like it's a warning to everyone around Trump and even people, security agents who are going out there abusing people. It's all going to come back to bite. I hope they would listen to me and back off a little bit, but I'm a stupid psychic. You know. But anyway, let me see if you guys have questions. Sorry about that. Okay. Gracie said, past Surgeon General called for RFK to be thrown out for endangering children in America about vaccines. Yes, but Trump is not going to get rid of him. I mean, it would take a lot. Who is he going to, I don't know if you guys notice. Most people around Trump have 2 or 3 jobs because people don't want to work for him. You know? I mean, I wish they would get rid of this guy because he's putting my health at risk and everyone else. Okay. I agree with Gloriously E. She says, that doesn't mean that we don't live in a fascist country. What we do to overcome is what's important. Exactly. I agree with that. Okay, let me scroll up. Kenneth Billingsley says, Milo, who will win the Nobel Peace Prize? What is the letter of the I did that with the Pope. I don't even know. You said, oops. Okay, yeah. I did that. Okay, I don't know if it's there is a name that starts with the letter H, and for which one? There are so many. I don't know how many categories they have and how it works, but I'm getting the letter H. Let me know if someone with the H name or somebody close to them. Thank you very much, Lina P, for generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, but I'm getting the letter H. Harry. Did you know, like when I did for the Pope, you know what happened? I was hearing Leon, and I was trying to figure out if there was one of the papal candidate had a name that starts with the letter L, and it wasn't one of the candidates. It was how he was going to call himself once he won the papacy. So, but at the time, I didn't know. I'm like, I kept hearing the L name, but I thought it was Leon, but it's Leo. Oh, but anyway. Let's see. I am looking for questions. I'm scrolling up. Trini Patty 61 says, we are not in Germany, we are in America, and we have our common sense and all the example of the past. Exactly. But you know, the thing is, we've never been here before. That's the problem. And a lot of people don't understand. I mean, Americans, this is, I'm telling you, even when we had INS, they used to, like, the experience I had with them, okay, they weren't like that. And they weren't, when they used to go and arrest people, They didn't do it this way, you know. The way they're doing it now, oh my God. It is, it's unbelievable, you know, but we got to hang in there. We'll see it through. And, but Americans don't understand where we are. They have no idea. And how things can, like, the other thing that concerns me, because I'm seeing potential of it, okay? They're one of those agents, they mistake somebody and try to smash the person's window and violence ensue. I feel it's a matter of time. That's my concern. Every day, I'm hoping it doesn't happen. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay. I'm looking for questions. Ayo Gibert. Aline Lowell says, personally, the senators were not equipped to deal with Bondi except for Adam Schiff. Oh my God, he basically, and a couple of others. I didn't see all of them, but I saw Adams. I mean, you know, they are so used to gentlemen and gentle ladies' way of doing things, the decorum of the Senate. And Trump wants to, yes, Christopher Davis went some seers. Thank you. Yes. But although that's exactly, that's the right example. We don't know where we are. You know, those who have never experienced dictatorship or what Trump is doing, the senators are having the same problem. They can't believe, no, this is never going to happen. Oh, no. You know, they're used to people coming, you know, to testify because they're doing their job. And for someone to, I mean, she is a Harvard graduate, and she asked him if he had a license. If it was me, and I don't remember who posted that, you're right. They don't know how to deal with her or people like that. If it was me, but when I say that, I'm talking younger people, but since I wasn't born here, I understand the psychology of what's going on. What I would tell her when she says, "Are you a lawyer?" I would say, "Yes, from Harvard," because she didn't go to Harvard. That's how you make them eat back what they spend. You got to hit them exactly the way they're hitting you. Unfortunately, we can't do follow Michelle Obama's advice. When they go low, we go high. They keep going lower. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If you like the channel and you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. I'm trying to remember if I said this already. Oh, yes, I did. Please give me a thumbs up. Please, I would appreciate it, because more people will see the video. It will help me. And if you are able to support the channel, because if you like the job that I'm doing, please help us. I appreciate it, everyone. I will see you tomorrow, same time. Till then, bye.